this segment, we're shifting gears mildly, but not too much, because it turns out that, Tim, what they've told us on the left was they were the party of women. Everything about a woman, if we can identify it, that's us.
Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, you would agree, right? They've said that, and they're about
Yeah.
safety and stuff, and about healthcare decisions and all those things. Well, let's hear from Lucy McBath, because she sets this up so nicely around gun violence and around domestic abuse and who should and shouldn't have a gun. And this happened in the halls of Congress a day or two ago. And I want you to listen to the difference in response between the Democrat witness and the conservative witness. This is pretty telling. Let's play number 9, Doctor.
Share your stories. But I do want to say that abusers should not have access to firearms, plain and simple. If someone has a history of abusive and violent behavior, the very least that we can do in this Congress is make it harder for them to obtain those firearms and those weapons that they might use to harm their victims.
Now, I brought that in for a specific reason, because now, understand, Tim, you know this really well. Lucy McBath is tied to the hip with Salty Shannon and Moms Demand Action. I mean, like, real tight. They got her into her position. She's a representative from Georgia. So that was the setup. So I'll give a dealer's choice here. Do you want to hear the Democrat response or the conservative response first? You can choose, because you are the
Let's go Democrat, because that's always more fun. The conservatives make too much sense. No fun there.
You know what? You're right. You're right. In that case, per ordered, let's go to number 7, Doctor.
And I would suggest that we have other means by which we can protect women other than having a firearm and having it accessible. We can work on the dating and stalking boyfriend the loopholes. We can talk about prevention by having Congress support Delta and the rape intervention strategies that we've employed. There are many other solutions. What I'd like to point out is that the solution is limiting access to the firearm, whether it's in the hands of the victim of domestic violence or whether it's as someone who is abusive belonging to them. So the solution is really limiting the access.
Wow. We're going to take them away from the victims too, because,
Yeah, because they don't need it.
No, I mean, you're just going to get taken away and used against you anyway. 2 million defensive uses of firearms every year in the country.
Yeah.
But we won't talk about that. No. We're
No.
And of course, she goes on and rambles on about this, that, and the other that has absolutely nothing to do with firearms. And then she goes, it's all about limiting the access to firearms.
When you say the quiet part out loud, Tim, when you say the quiet part out loud. So, I liked 2 things about that myself. Of course, the point that you brought up, because I thought that was worth setting up camp for. I'll definitely say something on that. But the other thing is we had a mention of loopholes, Tim. You know how evil loopholes are, especially that most recent loophole, that gun buyback loophole. That was a bad one. They didn't like that one. They didn't. By the way,
they're fascinated with these loopholes.
They are. It's all about
your
the
rights
loophole.
are a loophole, folks. It's
Yeah.
It's a loophole that you're supposed to be secure in your personal effects and stuff. It's just a mere loophole. We just got to find a way around and plug this loophole. It's simple.
Yeah, no one likes loopholes. No one likes loopholes. And I love the fact that she brings up the Violence Against Women Act, which is the boyfriend loophole, which was already reauthorized by Biden. So it's like, why are you bringing that up, boo? That's one. And then the loophole, of course, by the way, just side note, I think you'll find this awesome. Salty Shannon from Moms Demand Action, she actually she actually tried to call it a loophole too, but she called hers the ATF HQ loophole. And I would like to submit that ours was better. Ours was better.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What fun. I'm just kind of hoping
can't have guns.
I'm hoping they set up an office to define what a woman is, because I don't think that they've gotten past that yet. So
I don't think we have.
Maybe once they figure out how to define what a woman is, then maybe we can take them seriously. But at this point, I can't take them seriously. So
it's true. There's no definition, so there's no crime. It's like injury in court systems.
Yeah.
That's Tim.
If you can't identify the victim,
I see it now, though.
I mean, what is a woman? How do you define a woman?
This is awkward.
That always jams them up.
It does. It's awkward. They get real angry. They don't like that one. But I can see it now, Tim. I can see the placard on the board above a government building that was way overpriced. It says United States Birthing Persons Defense League. I feel it. I feel like that's it.
Coming.
I think that's coming. It's it. That's it. Well, so we've heard from
do not
the fact
come.
that
It's coming.
Exactly. Just don't come. It's coming.
I'm talking about the border. It's a border joke. Anyway.
Do not come.
Trump's response is even better.
Oh my God, I can't. Please don't play it. We'll get so in trouble. I can't. So, I just love about that, wrapping up her response. We should limit access to women, mostly to the victims, and also to the abusers who are also breaking the laws. In fact, the gun rights witness jumped right on that. Check this out. This is number 8.
This will be good.
In what ways might strict gun control laws inadvertently put women in disadvantages against an attacker?
Well, anytime if you have a concealed carry and there's a waiting period, like Ms. Solomon mentioned, that waiting period for me, when I didn't have a concealed carry license, when that person was trying to kill me, and the waiting period to take the class, that was very detrimental. I didn't know if I was going to make it because I had no way to defending myself. And I understand the criminals have a way of breaking the law. That my abuser was going to do the ultimate. He wanted to kill me. He actually was trying to buy plastic explosives, which are illegal, and I had no way to defend myself. I didn't have a concealed carry weapons license. I lived each day wondering if that would be my last day. So the laws need to empower the victims, because the ones that are trying to control their abuser are not working. The restraining order does not work. Red flag laws do nothing but they cause me more of a problem, because anyone that wants to can disarm me with no valid reason.
What was more compelling? Which answer?
Yeah. You have an actual victim there, then you have this other person that's just sitting there hypothesizing. I'm surprised she didn't jump up there. Congressman, silence that loophole. Silence the loophole. It's like
that poor microphone. You just had your way with that microphone, sir.
I did. Please
continue. We're very charged this evening.
Yes, we are. Anyway, that's all I had to say. It just.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, she had nothing like, well, we could do these loopholes. We got to address those, and then the red. So there's just things that we can do to limit access. And then this other lady's like, yeah, this dude tried to blow me up with illegal plastic explosives, and you wouldn't give me a gun. It's like, yeah, which one carries a little bit more weight in this discussion?
It's compelling. Yeah. So like the things that I really liked, I love how she went in against, she made a succinct statement, and the entire thing from start to finish was, well, you're preventing me from getting a gun. My waiting periods are preventing me from getting a gun. I need to defend myself. Therefore, the laws that you've implied are affecting me negatively, but the people who you're trying to affect, ignored them completely. Oh, by the way, red flag laws are dumb because anyone can take my guns for nothing. And you're dumb. Yeah. Like, thanks for playing. I was like, oh, hello, lady.
It's almost like the other dingbat knew this lady was going to testify because she tried maybe to defuse that by saying maybe to disarm the victims. She focused on disarming the victim first. She didn't talk about the abuser. She went straight to victim. We got to make sure they're disarmed. Oh yeah, then the abuser too.
Yeah. Isn't that weird? I mean, if that does not tell you and set a really good delineation of where each party is on this issue, goodness gracious. But
it's never about safety, folks. Them wanting to disarm you is not about your own safety. It just isn't. If you believe that, you're special. You're touched.
You're touched. Oh, bless your heart.